to Uncensored Hearts, where we throw away the filter, speak from the soul, and dive into the raw, real, and sometimes messy sides of life. I'm Kayla. And I'm Romans. Every week, we'll share stories, spark tough conversations, and get into the uncomfortable truths that makes us who we are. Nothing is off limits. So if you're ready for some authenticity, vulnerability, and a little bit of laughter along the way, you found your new favorite podcast. This is Uncensored Hearts, where nothing is too much and everything is worth talking about. Let's get into it. Welcome to Uncensored Hearts. I'm your host, Romans.
And I'm Kayla.
And I mean, this has been a long time coming. I mean, we've been working so hard behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And we are finally here. And I'm pretty sure some people who are looking at this like, how did these two link up?
These two people.
How did this come about? And what are we even doing here? Like,
Well, how about you start off telling us how we got here?
Okay, so, I mean, we used to always have these super deep conversations. And I just felt like one day I just got the idea, like, we need to put this on camera. Like, we need to record this. The people need to see this.
For sure. Literally hours at a time.
Hours at a time.
Hours at a time.
And I mean, like, that kind of ties into our names. Like, we were always having these deep conversations. So, you want to tell them what the name about? Like, where we got it from?
For sure. So, within those deep conversations, I believe that we always have really authentic, uncut, really raw conversations that really led to a lot of deeper thinking, deeper connections, and also deeper friendship within ourselves. But also, we've always kind of been grounded in love. So I would say that we kept it about love. A lot of our conversations revolved around love. Whether a relationship, whether friendship, even in the work environment, we always talked about love and so forth. So I think it went perfect for what we plan to talk about on these next episodes we share together.
We just some lover girls with no filter.
We are. We are, for sure.
Okay, so since this is our first episode, I really want to start kind of light, kind of ease into it.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe we play a game.
Okay.
Tell
me about it.
So the game is very simple. It's just some questions, and you just answer, and we just kind of like bounce back and forth off these questions. So
cool.
I have some questions in my notes.
Okay.
And all you got to do is answer. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right, so the first one, we're going to start super light. What was the first concert you ever went to, and how did the experience shape your taste in music?
Okay. The first concert I went to, I actually got invited to, so I didn't pick the concert. So it was just an invitation. Okay. This was right when I got to college, and I went to the Wiz Khalifa concert. It was outside.
We bet it was outside.
It was outside. And it was super fun, but it was it was so much of a crowd that I had never been around, right? Okay. So you think that you know, like the artists and you know the type of fans that they share, but they're completely different when you're there, right? So, I mean, we're on the line, you know.
Are they really that much different than what you expected?
No, not when I got to the concert, right? When I got to the concert, I'm like, this is perfect for him. Like, this is him, right? But prior, I had only heard a few songs that were really like radio songs, right? So
like Black and Yellow.
Correct. Okay. So I'm not thinking, you know, that those are the type of people that will be there, but it was such a vibe. It was so fun. I definitely wouldn't have recommended a seat. I would have definitely recommended the line for anybody's first time because it was really cool and it was really lax. I didn't feel crowded. It was just fun.
Super relaxed.
Really
emphasis on relaxed.
Very much. It was so fun.
Were they passing around like the extra large?
They were, but also the small ones too.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody was on a level. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody.
So you want to ask a question? You have a question?
Well, tell us about your concert first. Your first concert.
The first concert I ever went to. Was a Chris Brown concert. Oh. Loved it. Loved every moment about it. I was probably I was super young. I want to say I was probably in second or third grade, maybe.
Oh my God. So you went to the Take You Down concert?
Yeah.
Girl.
And I think that concert shaped everything that I thought of when it came to like entertaining and performing. Like it was everything. He was a performer, entertainer. He was it was amazing. It was everything. God. It was Chris Brown.
Have you been to one since the first one?
I have. I went to one probably like 2 years after. Okay. And it was the same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
He's amazing.
He
I love
definitely.
Oh, I love that man. Okay, let me find a question for you. How about that? Okay, so you asked about the concert. I'm gonna ask a little deeper. I'm getting a little deeper. So let's get a little bit in your business. Okay. What was the first? What was your first real relationship?
Okay.
Looking back, would you tell your younger self anything different about that relationship, or to do anything differently within that relationship? Sorry.
Okay, so my first real relationship. Did it say when?
It said no. It just says what was your first real, or what did your first real relationship look like?
My first real relationship. It was a real relationship. Like, you know, we were so in love. Where it seemed like we were in love. Okay. You know, we had a dog together. Like the whole nine. You know, but looking back on that, it was not love at all. I'm pretty sure there was love there. Love grew over time, but I think, for the most part, it was a lot of lust there. I can't say that there was no love at all, for sure, but it has definitely taught me, just looking back on it, like, slow down, you know, pause, realize, decipher between, is it love or is it lust, before I move forward.
Deep. Yeah. I like that. How old were you? How old were you?
I want to say I was like 20, 19, 20. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to just kind of bounce off that. I do believe your first real relationship doesn't come until you're out of high school. And I know others would probably argue with me. But I do believe like a real relationship and what it means and what it stands for doesn't really happen until after you're out of high school. Just because that's, you know, at that point, they would consider that puppy love. And I kind of agree with the whole terminology of what puppy love is.
I definitely agree on that, because you really don't know what it is or what it takes for love. It's a job. Sure. It takes a lot. It's not just, we go together. You know, it's more to that. Okay, you want to get spicy? Let me get spicy. Okay. So, when was the first time you felt heartbroken, and how did you cope with it? The first time you felt heartbroken.
I want to go back. I'll probably go back to high school. I dated a guy all throughout high school. Same guy. I talked to him probably the whole 4 years. But I think I was heartbroken every year. I felt heartbroken every year. We would start over, back again. But I was very naive. I was very just young, very much thought love meant like just being there for somebody, you know, giving your all, supporting this person. This person played sports, so oh my gosh, I'm at every game. I'm working with you on the weekend, and it's not that, because I wasn't reciprocating anything. So nothing was being poured into me. It was more me pouring into somebody, which is fine, but that's not what I believe what a relationship should be. So I found myself heartbroken quite a bit within that, you know.
Because you were kind of like overextending yourself a little bit.
Very much.
Because I feel like the things that you started to state kind of it plays a part. Like, it's there in love and in relationships, but when it's only one-sided, then that's when it's no longer
a relationship.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. It's a job.
Very much. What about you?
First time I felt heartbroken. I think we're gonna have to go back to the past question, kind of like that relationship. So, first time I felt heartbroken, girl, I thought the world was finna end.
Of course.
I feel like the world was finna end. And I also, I mean, like you said, it wasn't just a one-time thing. I felt like by the time I was fully heartbroken, my heart had already been, you just started to break a little bit at a time. But by that time, it was just completely shattered at the end. What did I do to cope? I cried a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I cried for 30 nights, 30 days. But I also ran a lot. You know, I used to run like 4 miles a day. Like, just not on a treadmill. I would go to nature. It was just something about being in nature that really just helped me just stay grounded, you know, just think and pray. I did a lot of praying, a lot of crying, just really getting through it.
I think within this conversation, you can see a really big difference in the way that I stated my first heartbreak and the way you stated yours due to age difference. So you being at the age of 20, being able to heal from that within your 20s is way different from how, you know, a young high school girl would have healed from things. As an adult, I'm in a healing journey. I'm on my healing journey right now. And I can see very similar things that I'm doing right now that align with what you just said you did to heal. So I think that as you get older or as you go through different heartbreaks, you learn to heal from them differently. Some don't take that long. Some take months to years to get through and get over. So I think,
I kind of want to bounce off of that where you said some don't take that long. Why do you think that is, though?
Kind of bouncing back off of what you said in a way, it could have just been a lust. It could have been a lustful situation. It could have been, I thought that was love, but maybe I just really was just into this person. Maybe I just found myself being infatuated with this person rather than in love with this person. Or maybe we just had a really good friendship, and maybe sometimes friendships do not take as long to heal from than what maybe intimate relationships could take time to heal from sometimes.
I feel like that's heavy. I feel like it's loaded. I feel like I could agree with what you said, but I also could feel like, okay, if maybe a lot of times women, you start to dissociate before the relationship is even over.
For sure.
So when it
but
comes
I believe
to that,
men do that as well.
Men do that as well. I feel like people do it.
Men do it more, I would say secrete maybe, like they do it a little bit more on the low kind of than what women do. You can tell a woman is moving differently. You can feel her energy a lot heavier than a man sometimes.
Sometimes. So I feel like sometimes when you go that route, then it's not that hard to get over once y'all finally say, okay, we're done. Also,
I can see that.
Yeah, or sometimes it might be harder if y'all have some trauma bonding there or something else that's bonding you besides just y'all's love for each other.
Correct.
It's going to be harder to get over because you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, this was my person. I feel like we were one and the same. Like, where are you going?
Correct.
So, I mean, I kind of get that. I understand. Okay, let's do, is it my turn or is it your turn?
It's my turn.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, when was the first time you remember feeling truly confident in yourself?
And I like this question.
Okay.
And I kind of want to just sit on this question for a little bit. Okay, so first of all, what does confidence look like? What does that look like to some people? What does it look like to you?
For me, confidence for me, I would have to say is feeling secure within myself, no matter what environment, no matter what I have on, no matter what crowd I'm in, or no matter who I'm around. I'm comfortable in my skin enough to just be.
Yeah.
I think it could go deeper than that. I think it could be, and it is deeper than that. But for the, surface area, I would just say I'm comfortable wherever I am, whoever I'm with, and whatever I'm in at the time, no matter what I look like.
Okay. And then I'm gonna add to that, and like not caring about what nobody thinks about you. So when you said that question,
that can be hard.
My first time, I don't even think I could say like first time. I could say like a age range for me.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I was super confident. I was a chubby kid, and I didn't care. Like I didn't care what nobody thought. I didn't care what nobody said. I had to come back for anything somebody had to say about me.
As you should.
Because I knew who I was.
As you should.
And I was so open and I was so free. And then in turn, like as I started to get older, for some reason it started to shift. I don't know where it came from or what.
Okay.
But now I feel like I have to credit my younger self for her confidence because it also helped me get back to my confidence.
Okay.
So my first time is not like a specific day or a specific moment. I would say that time frame from baby up to probably like 7, I was confident. I was super confident. I didn't care what nobody had to say.
I like that.
I didn't know a stranger.
I like that. For me, I would say I did not have a lot of confidence as a child. I did not have a lot of confidence growing up. I was the kid in middle school who would wear a hoodie all the time because I was very, very, very insecure. I would say, but after becoming a mom for the first time, it brought so many different characteristics out of me that I never thought I had or I could have. I want to be that confident woman because I want to show her what that looks like. I want to be that confident mom and parent because I want to show her what that looks like. I want to be able to do that in order to give my baby the childhood that you explained. No matter what you look like, no matter if you're chunky, if you're slim, whatever you might look like, whatever you might be going through, you get to be confident. And so I want to give that childhood to my baby. Because hearing you talk about it is amazing to know that you feel like that as a child growing up. And I didn't get to feel that way, and I think I kind of was robbed of that opportunity. But because I didn't experience it, and I hear how amazing it sounds that you've had it, I would love to give that to my baby, but it starts within me first.
Okay. That's okay. So for somebody who's watching and they don't know where to start or what to do to get confidence, what are you currently doing to help build up your confidence?
So within this current era that I'm in, I am in the gym more. And I'm not in the gym. I'm definitely not a gym girly yet, but I feel very confident when I'm there. I feel very confident when I leave there. And I feel like I'm doing something for me. I think the biggest thing when it comes to my confidence is I have to eliminate all the voices in my head, all the voices on the outside, and ignore social media. That is so big, and that could be a whole episode itself, but ignoring what social media has put out there to be the vision of the woman, right? Or a vision of a girl, or whatever is she's supposed to look like. Just ignoring that and just focusing on what my image of myself is and what I want that to be.
Right.
So right now, my focus is the gym. I am in the gym more, but I'm also doing a lot of self-healing. Like I said, I'm on a healing journey. So sometimes it comes in my journal, writing about it. What do I want to be more confident about? What do I like about myself now? What do I currently like about myself or love about myself now that I can just build on? And the things that I don't like, how can I change them? Are they can I even obtain them as far as the change I want to see?
Right.
I can't, you can't change certain things about yourself. You shouldn't want to,
Yeah.
And I'm not against, people improving or making enhancements to themselves, but focus on the things you can change, focus on the things that you can improve, but also be present and be okay with what you already love.
Yeah. But like confidence is more mental than physical.
Oh, for sure.
Because you can have the people who are super fine and on the inside they feel like they're not, and everybody's looking at you like, well, girl, we think you look good. Like, what you talking about? You look good. But inside your head, you feel like you're the ugliest person on the planet. You feel like there's so much work you need to get done.
Of course.
So it's more mental than anything. So I like the fact that you're saying you're going to the gym. Because, the gym, regardless of what people think, is a mental thing.
Oh, for sure.
It's more mental. Yes, your physical looks good, but it's your mental that's pushing you through that physical pain and everything that's getting you there. So it's a mental workout.
I agree.
More than anything. So I feel like for me personally, when I was doing all the running and all that time, that was my slimmest. I got to like a 2. And I think for my mental, I just ran for my mental, and the physical came with it.
It did.
It came with it. So, and then it also just naturally boosted my confidence because once I'm like, I look good, I feel good, my mental straight, I'm straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I believe that helps. I like that you mentioned earlier, like being in nature as a part of your healing journey, because I think that could also help people become more aligned with, the feels and the life and the beauty of everything we have in the world in order to feel them beautiful about themselves. Yeah. There's so many beautiful things, and they're beautiful different for reasons and things of that nature. And I think that being out, whether it's running or walking, because I am definitely not a runner, but running, walking, or whatever, it could be a start for somebody who's battling with a lack of confidence. I think just being outside, get out of your 4 walls.
Yeah, nature isn't perfect. You can go outside, you can see a broken stick, you can see it's very imperfect,
but beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
And it's God's creation. It's like amazing. The same thing for us.
I agree. All right, you got one more question for us, or you want to wrap it up? What you think? Let's do a quick one to end us out. Let's do a quick one.
One quick one. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. What was the first time you realized you could love yourself and you deserve to love yourself?
I hate to sound so cliche, but when I became a mom.
That doesn't sound cliche,
When I became a mom, I realized that it starts with me on how this baby girl ends up, how she ends up and who she is in the world. It starts with me, the kind of woman who I show her I am every day. Because at the end of the day, everybody else can see me one way or see me in a different light, but she's always just going to see the raw, authentic, uncensored me. She gets to see. She just sees it all. She will see it all. And I want to be better. And I want to be great. I wanted her to be able to, one day speak of me highly, And I can't give her that, and she can't do that if I don't give her the best version of me.
And I'm not going to respond because I'm going to let you have it.
We can
I'm going to let you have it because you backed that up. Okay. So with that being said, this is our first episode.
Yes.
We just went through super light, well, semi-light.
Yeah, we got
first time questions just to kind of introduce our first time, what we're about, who we are.
That.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that too.
Alrighty. Well, this was episode 101, our first time feels. We should be back soon. This is new for us, so be patient with us. But I ask that you guys do subscribe to all of our platforms. They will be linked. If you have any questions, if you want to add anything, I know we're new, we're fresh, but please share your comments. Please share questions. We plan to, for sure, have a, segment sooner rather than later.
For sure.
From some questions from you guys. So I'm your host, Kayla.
And I'm Romans. And we need you, your mama, your auntie, your cousins, all of them, your man and them, to subscribe, hit the like button and the follow button, and tune in next week.
Thank you.